Barry, you look a little bit better like that. I think you should put your hair a little bit more like that. Okay. Now we're talking, man. I don't like looking at people who are all messy, man. You should take a little bit more pride in your appearance. You know what I'm saying? I can see you. Don't think I can. So welcome back to week 2 of the Harmony Extravaganza, man. It's an extravaganza. Started out, I was just going to do, you know what I mean? That beautiful blonde guitar, you know what I mean? The 928. But a couple weeks later, you know what I'm saying? I got another Harmony, a cool one from overseas. Now this is a Taiwanese one. This guitar right here, man, this is either a late 803 or an early 804. It's an H-803 or H-804. This is a Taiwanese guitar. I was made in like the late 80s, early 90s, believe it or not. It looks like, you know, I mean, it looks like it was made in the 60s. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people who are selling these on the old interweb are all saying, oh, this is a 60s or 70s model just because of this old Tiesco tailpieces and shit, man. But I know a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? I already consulted with my man Mike over the Harmony site. I know all about this guitar. You know what I'm saying? Enough anyway. I'm going to put it on a slab. We're going to speak about it. We're going to have a good time. We're going to let our hair down and just be free. So let me flip you around. Please. May I? Thank you. Why do we have 2 guitars here? What's going on? I want to show you something, people. This guitar right here was produced in 1965. This guitar, 1989. Pretty much on the same equipment, too. Isn't that crazy? Crazy, man. So Harmony, you know, I mean, they went out of business 75. Took about a year or so to sort of go through all their paperwork and figure out their debts, sell off their equipment. By 77, somebody else acquired it. And there was a Korean outfit that had purchased all of Kawai, sold all Tiesco's production equipment. They were getting out of guitars, going back into the pianos, you know. So they were being made in Korea. This actually was made in Taiwan because in the late 80s they offloaded that, you know, equipment or whatever to a company in Taiwan. It's true, people. This is actually produced in 1989. Look at this. It's got an actual cast Tiesco exact spec tailpiece. You know what I mean? Isn't that crazy? And it's got the late 60s. Man, this is just crazy. Just insane, man. And it's got that little dick hole truss rod. You know what I'm saying? Exactly the same, man. Just incredible, man. 0 fret. You know what I'm saying? The nut looks the same other than the butterfly string tree. I mean, you can take a look at the, it's got those bushings, the white bushings. It's got the, what I call Stormtrooper plastic buttons on this one, which is different, but they're cool anyway, man. It's hard, man. So, let's say goodbye to our little Tiesco friend. He was just an educational tool and focus on our 3-part Harmony piece for today, man. Alone again. Naturally. Feeling alright? Good. So here we are, in our safe place with our Harmony, man. Now the 800 series was the reconstituted, you know, I mean, Harmony company. That's their low budget line for the, you know, Christmas catalogs. This was like an anachronism to begin with. By 77, you know, the new owners of the brand, the trademark, started pumping out all kinds of guitars through international contracts, man. Korea, Taiwan, that's who we're talking about, man. So this particular instrument, you know, these 800 series, 800, 801, 802, 803, 804, ran from 77 through about 92, 93. The JCPenney and Sears wish books, that's the Christmas catalog, people. This was the cheap guitar, man. Now, it originally, when it first came out in the late 70s, it definitely had, you know, a Tiesco looking pickup, the boxy kind. That was phased out as, you know, Stratocasters became copied, like, you know what I mean? Copied like the rubber band, man. These became readily available. Likewise with the knobs, man. Originally there were Tiesco looking knobs on here, but, you know, Stratocaster knobs became a dime a dozen. So let's talk while I was saying 803 versus 804, man. We're talking between the mid 80s and the late 80s. Now, the 803s were issued generally with a Jackson looking Charvel pointy headstock. Now the 802s and the 804s had a headstock looking like this, the traditional Harmony headstock. Although most of the 804s, the decal is like centered right here. This is off here, so I'm not really sure exactly, you know what I mean, when this guitar, you know what I mean, was made. Could it be before the 803 went full Charvel headstock? I don't know. I think it might, but I have no proof of that. So let's just talk a little bit about what we know. Now the 803 had a 24.75 inch scale. That's the Gibson scale. And this guitar has that also. It also had 22 frets. The 804 had 21 frets, and it was the Fender scale, 25. You know, this does not have that. The 804 also had the strap button back here, as the 803 has a strap button up here. And just little things to look at, people. You know what I mean? Things that you pick up on, man. Strange little things that, you know what I mean, sort of need to be taken into account. Now, this particular instrument in itself, you know what I mean? We talked about it. We didn't talk about the back. Look at this back, man. Look at all this shit that's been glued to it. Somebody's written on it with a metallic marker, man. We got to remove all that, man. We don't want to, you know, get all Kurt Cobain on you, man. This isn't sentimental. You know what I'm saying, man? This is just nonsense. Now, the postscript on this particular instrument came back right around the year 2000. The last time they pumped them out. It actually came out exactly like this. And instead of saying Harmony on the headstock, it said Rogue. You remember those Rogues, man. Rogue actually used this headstock for a whole bunch of cheap guitars, man. Just for your knowledge, man. Just for your knowledge. So, let's disassemble this. Try to get rid of all this crap. Look at this, man. Somebody wrote the word knucka on that, man. That's what, like, white dudes that used to act all urban and stuff used to call each other because they felt bad. You know what I'm saying? They would never want to use the real N word with each other because that's, like, uncomfortable. You know, if they ever came across, like, a real black person. You know, so it's like their code word. Talk to each other, man. Just for your knowledge, man. That's what knucka means. I don't condone the use of the word knucka. But let's take ourselves apart, man. Let's keep the harmony of the three parts, man. Part 2. Alright, so I put some water on to get some of it off, man. Looks like this might have been like originally a Spanish dude's guitar. I don't know, man. He was calling all kinds of people knucka, man. Alright, so I want to put this goof off on there, man. You know what I'm saying? A little tiny bit to try to get this adhesive off. Because this thing's not coming off, man. It's making me sad. I don't want to scratch it up. So, I mean, it doesn't look great, but it's all gone. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much that goof off took everything off, man. Took off the graffiti. I guess I considered it graffiti. I even got off the back of there, man. So I alternated, you know what I mean, goof off and then like warm water. Goof off, warm water. Goof off, warm water over a trash can. Throw away the, you know what I mean, bag afterwards, man. Shit might be fine. Well, I don't know what the fuck I can goof off, man. Who knows? Anyway, after we pretty much got all the, you know what I mean, ink off and all the sticker residue off, you know what I mean, we took some old, hey man, focus, man. Old rubber and alcohol, man. Isopropyl. You know what I mean? We got all that, you know what I mean, whatever that is off, man. Remnants, man. Good as we could. So it's got like a dull haze, man. Hey, man, I gotta battle out the washing machine. I'm sorry. Anyway, what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna wet sand this guy. 800, 1000, 1500, 3000, just on the back, man. We just want to get that haze under control, man. See when we're done with that. Darn it! God darn it! So now we got it all wet sanded up to 3000. You know what I mean? Still looks a little bit hazy, but we're just gonna give it a little bit of Reuben, a little bit of polishing, man. One on top of another. I'll see you once we're kind of shiny, kind of shiny. Peace. Oh yeah, it's nice and glimmery. I mean, it's not perfect, but I mean, it doesn't look like it had all kinds of stickers and crap pasted on it. So, yes, 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 yes. So, in the meantime, we're going to take this neck plate, a little thing of water here, just put it in there for, you know, the rest of our little journey till we reconnect. Now let's unscrew this old pick guard. Spray down those electronicals. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you see inside. I know you guys like to see the gizzards. So let's unscrew that pick guard. I'll be right back at you. So we got it opened up. This is exactly what every one of these guitars looked like for like 40 years inside, the exception of the pickups. These are Giftman pickups. See that? Early ceramic Giftmans. Yeah, man, I put some Giftmans on my guitar, bro. Take some of this electronical cleaner. Little straw there. Freebase these guys clean. You know what I'm saying? Get them all righteous again. Clean this up a little bit with some pledge. And screw it back up, man. You screw up. Let's do that now. Alright, so we got the glue residue off. We started messing with this thing over here. And we found out that that was actually paint. Like black paint. That somebody had put on there because they worn through this paint to like regular wood. So we just give a little dollop of matte black acrylic paint just to sort of, you know what I mean, hide it out. Anywho, let's get these little tiny bead of this old Tide bond on there. You know what I'm saying? Just a tiny little bead, and tap these guys down. Tap these frets back down, and we'll go over here and look for all the other frets that need to be tapped down. We take a little block, we tap on top of the block. We don't tap directly on the frets. You know what I'm saying? That would be wrong. See, when we're all fretted up, man. Ooh, fret. Put the frets back on. Copacetic, man. This one was kind of wonky, man. It was a little bent, man. Alright, so let's blacken these up with a Sharpie and do a nice little fret job on here, man. Sand them off and shit. We're not going to, you know what I mean, smear, you know what I mean, any kind of thing in here with steel wool just because this is easy to break through, man. So we'll just go with the file, man. I'll see when we're done, man. File and crocus paper. The fret job's done. Now before you do the fret job, you want to do the truss rod. Make sure you're as straight as possible, man. So that being done, we reclamp down the nut. Still a little dirty, man. The whole neck's still dirty. You know, we didn't even really attend to any of the slime and grime that's on it to begin with. Got some old furniture polish. Let's get it all furniture polished up, man. Just a little bit clean, man. Carefully, gentle. So we can be peaceful, man. So we can get the harmony, man. There we go. There we go, man. We're so close to being completed. Done with this nightmare, man. Want to get it all hooked back up sooner than later, man. This guy's been setting for a couple days, man. A couple dates. Man, this is probably his teeth. Look at that. It comes right off. Look at that. It comes right off. You know what I'm saying? We could have just soaked that guitar for a couple days. Look at that. This is when it belonged to Pedro before it belonged to Paul. You know what I'm saying, man? Paul was goth, man. Then he became a knucker. He wanted to fit in. Alright, man. Let's get that guy all cleaned up. I'll see you in a second. Excellent, man. Excellent. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous. It was like new, man. I could get $13.12 for that on eBay, man. Sacrifices, people, that we make for our art. Now listen. See, this is made out of poly, man. Whereas the body, it's lacquer, man. So let's coat all the lacquer, you know, surfaces and poly surfaces. A little bit of mom's, man. A little bit of protection from mom. And then we got the Butcher's Bowling Alley wax. We'll put that on the fretboard. This is a condom for the fretboard, man. This is a condom for the body. A whole body condom, man. We'll get them all, you know what I mean? All glitzed up individually. And then we'll screw them on, man. And I'll see you at that pernt, man. At that pernt. Take it away. There it is, people. Reconnected, man. Shining like a brilliant sunny day, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything looks great again, man. I mean, we're not going to go crazy about it. There's lots of little nicks and stuff in here. I mean, it would look ridiculous if we try to touch everything up, so we're not even going to bother. You know what I mean? That's, you know what I mean, what our goth knucker friend, you know, has imported on this guitar forever, man. Forever and ever. Now, we finally took off that knob. tone knob from right here, man. You see, it's still got like paper around it, man. It's like I said, paper, man. I swear to you, this is like older than 1989, 1988. You know, it seems like it's more mid 80s, early 80s. I don't know. Anyway, here's the original knob. I don't have a small lettering one. Here's a set of bigger letters. You know what I'm saying? You have to deal with it, folks. One day I'll have a small, you know what I mean, letter volume come in. You know what I mean, with the same numbering, same font. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll trade it out. Maybe not. Nobody will ever know, man. Just you and me. That'll be our secret. See you in a minute. Peace. Be with you. Wondrous, my friends. Wondrous, beautiful, gorgeous. So I was looking at these tuning keys, man. They look a little bit grubby, man. Yeah, so we haven't done anything with them. All kinds of dirt baked on both sides of it. Just going to take a little piece of this Magic Erase sponge, a little bit of water, a little agua, wet down the sponge. Just wipe that shit off, man. Wipe it off, man. Wipe it off, put it back up in. Nasa bologna sandwich for my friend who works so hard all day. Anyway, man, so this is all we got left. I mean, this is what you put the strings on, man. This is a remarkable condition. Yeah, so we'll pop these guys in, man. I would use the same strings. I think I had to replace one of the strings or two. See you at the glamour shots, man. You know what I'm saying? Then we'll say peace be with you, man. Look after yourself. Yes, it was the best of instruments. It was the worst of instruments. And for this particular instrument, it was more the worst, man. That's a piece of shit, really. You know what I'm saying? It's an anachronism. You know what I'm saying? It's a walking fossil. This is the horseshoe crab, people. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'll give you a little quick hint if you're going to be using, like, old strings. You know what I mean? To restring the guitar. Just take a piece of sandpaper on all the unwound strings, man. 200 grade and just pull the string through. It's like butter again, man. Sometimes they're a little bit, you know what I'm saying? What's the word I'm looking for? Loose. You know what I'm saying? You get a little bit of slack, but I don't know, man. You don't have to pay for a new string. It's gorgeous. You know what I mean? Example of a well-played instrument. I think this thing might have come through Mexico, actually. You know what I'm saying? Possibly. Maybe they weren't doing the Jackson Charvel headstock for the Mexican clients, man. Who knows? El catalógico de Sears por la Navidad. You know what I'm saying, man? Nuestros amigos en el sur no tienen suerte así. So, getting this guitar set up was a real bitch, man. It was like all kinds of fucked up buzzes and stuff going up and down this neck, man. This neck was in terrible condition, people. It was in horrible, horrible shape, man. The frets especially were really very bad, man. Very, very bad, man. So a lot of, you know what I mean, turning this wheel, you know what I mean, trying all the different, you know what I'm saying, slots. These little bridges have like 3 slots on the top, the Tiesco bridges, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it sounds a little bit wonky in one saddle, you know what I mean? You stick the next one. Oh, sounds a little bit cleaner. Yeah. Get some funky string spacing though, if you know what I mean. But this one came out pretty well, man. I finally got it set up. Sounding alright, man. You know, electronics leave everything to be desired, man. You know what I'm saying? Unless this was your first instrument, man. This is kind of like an interesting museum piece for like a, you know what I mean? A guitar that doesn't have that many friends, man. A rarity, man. So let's hear it. You know what I mean? I've talked to you for a long time. I wasted a lot of your summer days here, man. Summer days and summer nights, man. Let's hear this fucking thing, man. You know what I'm saying? When we're done, I'll say peace be with you. Look after yourself. Peace be with you. So here it is, people. Collector's item, man. A Harmony 803, 804, I don't know. We don't really know who it was aimed for, this particular model. There's very few Harmony records, especially after they went bankrupt and changed in all kinds of hands, man. Who knows? It's a weird guitar, man. it sounds nice, man. Anyway, man, honor of being a knucker guitar, man. I just gotta say, the feeling of your touch, I'll be right there till the end. I'll be the beaches out in Georgia. I get my weed from California. I took my trip up to the north, yeah. I run around to the source, yeah. I get my weed up in Georgia, yeah, that's it. I get my weed from California, smoke that shit. I take my trip up to the north, yeah. I get my light from the source, yeah, yeah, yeah. Justin Bieber, man. You've given my daughters a lot of pleasure, man. Wash your hands, man. If you wash your hands, you wouldn't be so lonely, 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 lonely. Peace be with you all, man. God bless you, man. Take care of yourself. Look after yourself. Peace be with you, Justin, and all your money.